started. Welcome to Community Care Meditation. I'm so excited because this is the restart after having a month of sensory rest, starting back up for the month of May, June, and July. And I am happy to announce that we are now doing it not only IG Live, but also in person. And we have someone here in person, so I'm so grateful for you. And I am grateful for, hi Sam! I'm grateful for those of you that are showing up via IG Live. This is exciting. As many of you know, community care is close to my heart. And I truly believe in the fact of gathering together in community. Our energy, yes, Sam, thank you so much. This idea of gathering together in community and the need for community, particularly now more than ever. And so I'm just so excited about this. And so for those of you that may not know, that may be joining later, because this is recorded, I'll post this, is that now Community Care Meditations is not only virtually IG Live, but we are now having in-person session. And we do have someone here, I just want to say that. So I'm so excited about how this is going to grow and just to be with you. But just wanted to kind of like bring us together. And you know, we're midweek. This is the first week of May. We are 6 weeks into spring, right? And 6 weeks away from summer. And so we don't want to rush and try to get to tomorrow, but really taking solace in the energy now. It is an exciting energy, but it's a different type of energy. And so we just want to be mindful of that. Right? And to make sure that we're taking care of ourselves with all of what's going on. And so I wanted to read something. One of the things that we'll be doing for community care meditations is I'll be doing a community care reading. And the book that I'm reading from today is called The Little Book of Self-Healing. And I will definitely post this. But it's just a great book as it relates to, and actually the subtitle says 150 practices for healing your mind, body, and soul. And just to allow for us to know that this idea of meditation is accessible. If you just want to say that it's quiet time, it's exactly that, quiet time of being able to pause, being able to go within, and sometimes that's uncomfortable. A lot of times it's uncomfortable, right? But the idea is that as you do it, it's a practice. This idea of really having a relationship with yourself, and she talks about that. And I'm going to read this passage from the book. And the name of the author is Nneka Okona. And I'll again post this in the notes when I post this. But one of her readings is one of her passages. It says, "Become a student of your own healing." And she says this: "Schooling is ruled by standards, convention, and tradition. These standards can facilitate important growth, but they can also feel limiting. Conventional schooling may present issues in black and white, making it difficult to think outside of the box. However, being a student of your own mental healing and the transformation that follows can be freeing." And she says this, which is key. "It can allow you to learn and digest information at your own pace. Information tailored to you, to what you need. Being a student of your own healing means you get to make the rules to facilitate exactly what you're seeking in your healing journey." And so as we prepare to sit together in meditation, the idea is that your tending needs to be exactly what you need it to be. And this idea of pausing and meditating or getting quiet or just really going within, that's part of understanding what is needed for you to tend to yourself. And that is what community care meditation is, a space to be able to understand, to tend. And so with that being said, let's just go ahead and get as comfortable as possible. Wherever you may be at, whether that be in a chair, whether that be closer to the ground, wherever it may be, just allow yourself to get as comfortable as possible. Eyes may be open or shut. The most important thing is that you feel safe wherever you are at. And it doesn't have to look or be like anybody else except what you need it for it to be. Grabbing whatever support that you may need. And let's just kind of arrive in the space. Just putting aside anything that may have occurred prior to these moments and not rushing to get to the next few moments. And in doing so, this idea of anchoring and grounding into whatever it is that you need, whether it be the breath, whether it be a sensation in the body, whether it be through touch, whether it be through holding something, whether that be a pillow, mala beads, a touchstone, whatever it is that you need to begin to ground, to begin to settle. Allow yourself to take a few moments just to connect with that grounding. And as you begin to ground, as you begin to settle, I invite you to just simply take a deep breath in. Exhale out. Take another deep breath in. Exhale out. Returning back to your natural rhythm of breath. And starting at the crown of your head, this idea of just allowing yourself to release. Perhaps your day was full of activity, just simply full, not giving it a good or bad meaning, but just simply full. This idea of just letting it subside just a bit, putting aside just a bit. From the crown of your head to your brow, eyes, nose, cheeks, and lips. This idea of just releasing. Settling, grounding. And from your cheeks and lips down to your jaw, all the way down your neck and shoulders, Just allowing a bit more ease, a bit more release there, grounding, whether that be through the breath, through touch, through sound. Through sensation. And from your shoulders to the front and back of your body. Just allowing yourself to release, ushering in a sense of groundedness, a sense of ease. From the front and back of your body down to your hips and thighs. Releasing, allowing them to be ease. And from your thighs, knees, all the way down to your feet. And as you begin to continue to settle and to just simply be, feel and sense the flow of breath as you take in, as you let go. And with us being collectively in community, this idea of a collective breath, collective inhale, collective exhale. The community breath. Whether you are joining now, joining later, or in person, this collective community breath. Now bring awareness to your heart center. Feel and sense the beating of your heart. And if it's a bit tender, you may want to place your hand on top of your heart and massage it. And we're going to rest here in silence for a while, for a bit, for the next 20 minutes or so. And in this time of community silence, this idea of just really just connecting with your heart, connecting with your breath. Allowing for deep listening, deep tending. You may notice that your mind is perhaps a little bit busy. That's okay. If you need to move, that's okay too. Almost picture your thoughts like clouds or even cars on a highway. You are just observing as the clouds move, as the cars move. Continuing to ground in your breath, or perhaps a sound, or perhaps touch, or sensation. Allowing that grounding to provide a sense of safety, a point of reference, a point of anchoring. Gordon Hempton has said that silence is not the absence of sound, but the absence of noise. Listen to the sound of your heart. Listen to the sound of your breath. What is it telling you? Listen to the sound of that inner voice. What are you trying to tell you? The whispers. Become a student of your own healing. Being a student of your own mental healing and the transformation that follows can be freeing. It can allow you to learn and digest information at your own pace. Information tailored to what you need. Being a student of your own healing means you get to make the rules to facilitate exactly what you're seeking in your healing journey. Only when you're ready. Taking a deep breath in through the nose. Exhale out. Another deep breath in. Exhale out, returning back to your natural rhythm of breath. And when you're ready, bringing your hands to heart center, you may want to place your hands either on your chest, or you can go into Anjali Mudra, or what we call prayer hands, with the thumbs touching against the heart. Gently tucking the chin. Taking another deep breath in through the nose. Exhale out. Another deep breath in. Exhale out. Continue to be well. Continue to be safe. And continue to always, always, always take care. Grace and peace be in you. Grace and peace be all around you. Until we are together again, thank you for the privilege of your time. So part of community care meditation is that I wanted to allow time for connection, whether that be virtual, of just kind of checking in. You don't have to. You can just sit here. I'm going to be here until 7:30, but the last 15 minutes of just sitting together, chatting, not chatting, but this sense of community, of really building it. And I'm here if you have any questions about community care meditation or anything else. And you don't have to. You don't have to stay, but you're more than welcome to stay. So I will be here. Oh, thank you, Sam. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. I appreciate you so much for showing up. So So we have the one person in the room. Oh.
Here.
Yes, you are here. You are here. Yeah. Yeah, you are here. So I was sharing that here in Cleveland the weather gets better, hopefully better in June, and so stay tuned for more details regarding community care meditations as it relates to nature. That will be happening. Also, we have the community care platform that is a relaunch. We attempted to do it through the website probably about a year ago, and it was just not user-friendly. And so we have relaunched community care platform. You can definitely click the link in the bio to be able to get there, and there's a lot of resources there, free of charge, in terms of resources there. And so you definitely want to check that out. And you have the ebook that's available as it relates to meditations for grounding. That's also available. So a lot of good stuff, community care. So thank you for joining. And for those of you that are still here, yeah. So that's where we're at. Yeah. That's where we're at. So, yeah. We just concluded our community care meditations, our first one for those of you that are joining virtually. So we're just sitting here. We have a in-person, we have someone in person here. And so we just thought that we would stay on, and hopefully you will join us next week at 6:45. We start community care meditations where we actually join together collectively to meditate. So just here. Oh, thank you. Thank you for the heart. Thank you so much. But yeah, so stay tuned for more details regarding this. The meditation will be posted shortly thereafter. And it's also available on the YouTube channel for Rooted Blossoms. So thank you for joining. For those of you that joined that came in person, thank you again. And for those that will be joining later by looking at the recording, and until we see each other again, I'll see you next week. Bye-bye now.